you were already old when we started this, bro. How did he live this long being such a... Oh, thank goodness. I'm safe. Oh, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be watching another video by a new person. New character appears. World Explainer. Your life as a Vestal Virgin. I don't know what that is, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see.
You are 7 years old, a member of the
7?
great aristocratic families of Rome. Then
7?
one day, suddenly, a knock comes at your family's door. The
Okay.
Pontifex Maximus, the highest priest in Rome, has arrived, flanked by
Who?
priests in white robes.
Flanked
Your
is
father
crazy.
bows so low his forehead nearly touches the floor.
Okay.
You don't understand why he's trembling, why your
Okay.
mother is weeping quietly into her sleeve.
Okay.
Then the words are spoken, heavy and final. You have been chosen to serve the goddess Vesta. Your name was drawn during the Captio, a process to recruit new priestesses from the highborn families.
No.
You were taken from your home and brought to a carriage. Your mother's cry following you down the street, swallowed quickly by the sound of hooves and stone. You arrive in Rome, its temples, arches, and markets surround you, but you are headed only to one place.
What is Vesta doing? Is she
the
hooping?
great marble
she about
gates
to free
leading to the house of
what?
the Vestals. The beating
oh,
heart
snap!
of
It's
the city.
4:15.
The house of the Vestal smells of oil lamps and
we gotta pause this. I'll do it right after this, actually.
fresh plaster. Its courtyard filled with statues of women whose faces are solemn. They somehow scare you.
It's a
your tunic
young
is taken, your back
holiday
smeared with
special,
oil,
yeah.
and finally you are given your new robe. You are no longer your father's daughter. You are a Vestal. You sleep in a narrow bed among girls older than you. Their whispers in the dark, both comforting and terrifying. Training begins immediately. You memorize the proper steps for each ritual. How to approach the altar, how to lift water from the sacred spring, how to lay offerings on the flame without hesitation.
This is
older Vestals watch you constantly. Their faces reveal nothing, but their corrections are swift. A wrong thread in the weaving of sacred garments earns you an entire night without rest. Undoing and redoing until your fingers blister. Forgetting a line of prayer means kneeling in gravel until your knees bleed. You do not cry, or if you do, you hide it well. At night you dream of your mother's hands braiding your hair, of the smell of bread baking in your father's hearth. But the dreams fade with each year, replaced by
people getting snatched up, bro? What is the deal with people snatching up kids in the olden days, bro? Like, that's like, why is that the thing? Why is that the thing people be doing? They're like, oh, yo, y'all have a kid? Let's, like, snatch them up and, like, force them into our cause. What? Bro, huh? Just let them get raised by their parents, bro. Let them enjoy their childhood. Why they gotta get snatched up pre-10 or pre-15, bro? That's so crazy.
Time you are 12, the city sees you differently. When you walk through Rome, people bow, some kiss the hem of your robe. Men accused of crimes rush to your side, clutching at your hand. For to touch a Vestal can mean pardon. You have seats of honor at the games, sitting where senators and generals break bread with aristocrats. You own land, something few women in Rome will ever do. The law protects you in ways it protects almost no one else. And yet, you are bound by chains, softer but heavier than iron.
Honestly, that all right. They started naming some of the perks. That wasn't bad. They had some good perks in there. Better than like the concubines that we've been seeing, but like it's still not up to par. But like there were some good perks in there. I'm not gonna lie. Front row seats and like diplomatic immunity and what else? Land. I don't know. Those were some cold perks. I'm not gonna lie. You didn't have to do like. I mean, like yeah, you had to kneel in some gravel for a little bit, but do some sewing for a little bit. I don't know. It's after that, man. It looks like you're kind of eating.
You may not laugh too loud in the markets, nor linger by fountains, nor even dream of love. Your virginity is not yours. It belongs to the goddess, a noble sacrifice to keep Rome safe.
Bro.
You are 17 when you first notice the glances. When you wander the city, some young men look at you differently. You know that they try to see the curves beneath your robes. You
They
never
try to
glance
see
back,
it, bro.
but not all of your sisters are so vigilant. One of
Oh,
your sisters, a Vestal only a few years older, lingers too long near the temple.
I know some of those Vestals were out there tricking, bro. I know some of those Vestals were out there tricking, bro. They're like, who gonna see? Who gonna stop me?
Steps whenever a certain young man comes to
Crazy.
deliver offerings. At
Yo, why they
first, it
made him
seems
so
harmless.
ripped?
A smile when he bows, a hand that brushes too near when he
Oh,
offers the basket. You
oh,
see it, though you pretend not to.
oh.
Late one night, when the temple is silent and the fire burns steady, you hear them. The sound is muffled but clear, the
Who?
rustle of fabric, the low
Who?
murmur of voices and moans that do
Who?
not belong in a holy place.
Who?
When the silence returns, you walk away as though
Who was
nothing
getting
happened.
clapped?
But Rome sees everything sooner or later. The trial is swift, the verdict inevitable. She
Whoa.
broke her vow. They lead her to a chamber dug deep into the
Whoa.
earth, a small vault just wide enough to hold a body.
Whoa.
You are forced to watch, along with your sisters, as the walls close around her, brick by brick. She carries a
Whoa.
small lamp, a loaf of bread, a jar of water, as though these pitiful offerings could soften death. Then the final stone is placed.
They
Days
sealed her in
later,
the
her
wall?
face is pale, her lips whispering prayers that catch in the dust. You are told this is mercy, for a Vestal's blood must not be spilled. But you know better.
Whoa.
That night you tremble, not only for her, but for yourself. You realize how fragile you are.
Never mind. Hey. Yeah, I don't know about that. Y'all have to be on some like shadow clone jutsu to be doing that. You're trying to be out here trading. That's crazy, bro. Yo, nah, you got a substitution jutsu. You gotta dip out of the room. You gotta do something, bro. Mm-mm.
That every action must be perfect, unless you also want to end in the
That's
darkness.
crazy.
With every
That's
passing
high
year,
risk, high
your
reward.
duties increase in importance. You are now tasked with protecting the holy fire of Vesta and keeping it going. According to
What?
Roman history and legends, the entire empire will be destroyed if the flame ever goes out. But one day, something goes wrong.
Who said
You
that,
sit
bro?
beside
Why would y'all wish that on yourselves? Who told y'all that?
the altar, eyes heavy, trying to read a prayer. A gust of wind sweeps the smoke sideways.
Nah,
The
bro.
flame flickers once, then vanishes.
Nah, you
stare
better
at the
start that
darkened
junk
altar
back
in
up by
despair.
hand, bro. I'm not there rubbing sticks together, bro. Heck no. Nobody's about to see this. Ain't no
Moments
way.
later, the Pontifex Maximus storms in.
Ain't
His
no
face
way.
is
What does he do, bro? What is his job, bro? He's always like storming in somewhere to worry about what someone else is doing. What does he do? That's his job, just to be like nitpicking everybody else. Damn. And for what? What do you do other than that? Like bro?
thunder. You let it die, he
Shut
says.
up.
And those 4 words weigh heavier than chains. You
Nah,
are
shut
dragged
up,
to
bro.
the courtyard. You
Oh
want
my
to scream,
gosh.
but you
It
accept
wasn't.
your
It was
fate.
the wind,
People
bro.
already whisper, already stare. You are stripped of your veil and whipped with rods.
It was the
Each
wind.
strike cut.
What happened to Vestal blood should not be shed. That just goes out the window, right? That's
Like
crazy.
fire. Not enough to
They
kill,
just made
but
stuff
enough to
up,
leave
bro.
some scars.
They
You
just made
taste
stuff
blood,
up.
your vision blurs, and the roar of the crowd fills your ears. Rome has not been destroyed, but your body sure feels like it. When it is
So
over,
start
the
it back
flame
up.
is relit with fire.
Hey, you know what? Nah, maybe he was right though. Maybe they were right though. That fire did go out, and Rome did fall. So, hey, it may have been a little delayed, but that junk did. They were right. I guess they manifested
Drawn
that.
from the sun itself,
Mm,
as though to
that's
purify
tough.
what you defiled. For weeks
Mm.
afterward, you hear people whisper about your failure. That is the one who failed.
That's
But
so
you
crazy,
survive
bro.
and
Don't put
continue
that
your
on my
duty.
name.
You pass into your 20s, then your 30s. No longer the
That's
child
impressive.
who trembled under punishment.
Yeah,
No
30s.
longer the girl who dreamed of her mother's gentle touch.
That's not bad.
The city changes beyond the temple walls.
30s
Emperors
is a
rise
dub
and
back
fall.
then.
Markets swell and empty.
Mm.
Legions march out and return scarred or not at all.
Mm.
Meanwhile, you continue to tend the holy flame. Every evening you pray the same words with your sisters and weave the same garments in your room.
Okay,
but you
that's
train
boring.
the younger ones now. You see the fear in their eyes when they stumble, when their hands shake, when their prayers falter. You are stern, but never cruel. You remember your own scars, and though you do not say it, you want to spare them what you endured. Sometimes when you pass the courtyard, your mind drifts to the one buried alive. You
Yo,
whisper
she
her
got
name
clapped for
only in
getting
thought,
clapped.
never aloud.
That's so
3
crazy,
decades
man.
of silence,
Whoa,
fire,
3 decades is
vigilance.
insane.
And
That's a
then,
dub.
one morning, the Pontifex Maximus summons you.
Shut
His
up,
voice is
Pontifex.
dry
How
with
are you still alive, bro? You were already old when we started this, bro. How did he live this long being such a bitch? How,
as
bro?
he speaks the words, "You are free." The weight of it nearly
Free?
crushes
What do you
you.
mean free?
Freedom, a word
Free
you
to
have
do
not
what?
tasted since childhood. The city greets you with noise, with color,
Huh?
with smells so sharp they make your head swim.
So you can clap when you're like postmenopausal? That's so crazy, bro. They said they can never bear children. Whoa. Nah, you gotta change the animation, bro. It said 30 years later. That's 30 years after the 30. That's like 60s, right?
Respectfully, some even whisper proposals.
Or is
Marrying the
it
former
30s?
Vestal comes with prestige, wealth, and the favor of the gods. But when you look at them, their eager faces, their promises of
So you
marriage
just
and
had to
children,
wait?
you feel only distance. You try,
Wait, what?
and the favor of the gods. But when you look at them, their eager faces, their promises of marriage and children, you feel only distance. You try. You accept an invitation to a nobleman's villa. He is kind, speaks with respect, offers you jewels, but when he touches your hand, you feel nothing but cold. You leave that night beginning to understand that you don't belong. People see you, but they do not know you. In the end, you return. The marble gates open, and the house
they
of the
only know the
Vestals welcomes
persona
you.
of the Vestal Virgin, bro. They don't know the person underneath. That's crazy. Dang, bro.
Not as a servant, but as an elder. You take up your place again, not because you must, but because it is the only place where you are whole. Here the rituals are no longer chains, but rhythm as familiar as breath. Here you are not a stranger. You are home. One night, long after the city has gone quiet,
They say you
sit
can't
before
even
the
live
fire
amongst normal society anymore, bro. They broke people down. That's crazy.
alone. The warmth
Nah,
bathes
bro.
your
After
face.
30 years, though, I would have took a different path. But I would have said, hey, you know what? Feeling cold, whatever. At least it's different, bro. We could warm up by the fire of the Vesta fire, bro. Because personally,
The smoke rises in steady coils, and when your own flame flickers out, they will place your statue in the courtyard, honoring your years of service.
yo,
A new
that's kinda
girl
clean.
arrives at the temple,
You got a
6
whole
years old
statue,
and
bro?
crying. This time it's your stony eyes that meet her gaze and frighten her. She doesn't yet realize that she is looking at her future.
Whoa.
Thanks for watching. See the video on your screen.
That's so crazy,
Well,
bro.
YouTube thinks this one might interest you as well, so go ahead and check it out if you like.
Whoa. That was crazy. I don't know. Could y'all hack it as a Vestal Virgin? Could y'all make the same things over and over again every year, bro? Do the same rhythms, bro. Could y'all do it? Let me know down in the comments. But, excuse me, that's going to be it from me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. World Explainer, that was a pretty good video. So, I'm definitely going to be dropping a sub for sure. Go ahead and like my channel. Go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to me. Go ahead and subscribe to World Explainer. And I'm going to catch y'all later in the next video. Okay. Bye.